That was really loud. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Did you guys hear that?
No,
I didn't hear it.
Oh, that sounded
just
like
barely. Was it the sirens? You mean?
No, I think there was a cannon that just shot off from the parade or something. Something really loud just went off. Bunch of smoke outside. At first I thought like a truck got smashed or something, but oh well. Let's see. Who has not been monster? So Dead's been monster. Thor, Silver. Okay, so Elusive and Dead or Karma have not. So let's go ahead. And let's have Elusive be the monster, and then we'll do a game with Karma as the monster, and then we'll wrap up and go from there.
Oh, by the way, Matt, in the first hunt group, do you have me in it? Because I might need to go for dinner soon.
I don't have anyone set yet. We'll figure that out. If you have to go early, I'll try and see if I can squeeze you in then.
Well, no, it's just I'll have dinner, so I'd rather wait until dinner, then I'll come back and play.
Okay, that works. Yeah, I don't have anyone specifically picked yet. Was that it?
Okay.
Sorry to the herd that heard the cannon go off.
Yeah, I was like, what the crap? It's pretty sad that Aiden was getting bored with that parade. Okay, so with regards to your question, Slobodon, you said that you had some theory that the new monster is a first generation of super soldiers like Slim. My comment is that I don't really have a comment. I personally, I'm really, really hoping it's not a first gen thing. I think that my original theory of where the monsters come from would be a lot more interesting to pursue down the road, because, you know, I mean, if it is a first-gen Basilisk soldier, that means all the rest are also variations of that, which just means it's just human-on-human conflict, and this is the next bioweapon. I hope that they're not going that route, because that's a boring route to me. I don't feel that there's a lot of literature narrative that you can do. Yeah, I mean, it's not super story-heavy, but I would be kind of disappointed. I feel like that's kind of like the easy way for the explanation, to be honest. Yeah, but unfortunately, there is enough dialogue to conclude that is a possibility. I'm not going to say it's a strong possibility or not. We won't know more until we find out more information and at least see it in action. But I hope that it's not going that way, because I think that'd be really boring, that this is just a continuation of the mutagen wars kind of a thing. Like, I don't know, boring. So we'll see how it goes. That being the question, I heard it as well, and there's a possible theory. But yeah.
Do you want some more?
Oh, I wasn't saying anything, Victory. I was just saying. I was just talking to the rest of the group, really.
Start the bomb. Look.
Bucket's not terrible. But the biggest thing with Bucket is you really have to have a central location that you have to fall back for, because if you fight away from Buckets, like Bucket is like, so there's two types of hunters. There's the ones that, like, I solo and I don't really care what my team's doing, I'm just going to do that. That includes characters such as Hyde, Torvald, Maggie. It's pretty much all the ones that are really popular fall into that category. And the reason why is because your play isn't changed by your team composition and or the what the rest of your team is doing for the most of the part. Kyra's also that. Hank is also that. Pretty much all the popular ones. But the unpopular ones, such as Bucket, Cabot to an extent, they really rely on your team to actually function as a unit and to play to their strengths, not yours. So for instance, with Bucket, you really need to create a turret nest and have your team really try and engage and fight the monster around that as much as possible. With Laz, you have to protect them. Like, the support literally has to babysit with his invisibility to cover when Laz is no longer available. Same thing with the Trapper. The Trapper has to protect Laz in a Laz matchup. But the problem is a lot of people kind of just get into a Zerg-like mentality once the monster is being engaged, and they kind of don't really pay attention to the rest of the group, and so a lot of time, those hunters that fall into the ability where they kind of rely on their teammates to help don't really shine too well because of that. So I do like that their position seems a little off. Behemoth really struggles from hunters on high elevation. Like, having a hunter up on this ledge, a hunter over here, a hunter over here, spread out. Right now they're just really grouped up in this gully, and the Behemoth is just going to wreck them by fighting down there. So really just be careful. It does look like that he is trying to prevent the res. And here we go. And I feel that Laz went into res this person a little too early. Remember, you have 45 seconds until after the body starts decaying before you have to worry about that. And so the monster is in a very strong position, and I don't feel that a lot of people give Laz enough time to body scan. Basically, if a monster is going to prevent somebody from getting res, punish him for 45 seconds. If he's not going for the body, then res him. But I feel too many Lazes are a little over-eager and overextend themselves. So we'll go ahead and see how the rest of the team does. Now, they have to be really careful. Laz is down, and it looks like Thorax is kind of hanging out in the back. Karma's personal shield is up, and once that goes down, and the assault goes down, a lot of the pressure from the behemoth is really going to go down. But really start abusing these tall pillars a lot more. They're really, I feel that being down on this gully doesn't help anyone, and it just kind of groups you up together, and it does look like that the rest of the group will be going down very shortly. So just remember, try and hold control. Behemoth, more than any other monster, really needs the hunters to be on the high ground to be able to avoid a lot of his attacks.
Monster wins!
I actually will be posting up a video later today where the assault was it was a hunt, and the assault was down, and we basically got a full armored, full HP, more or less, behemoth, almost. I don't want to spoil the ending, actually, but you'd be surprised at how much damage the three of us were able to do by using the high ground, and that will be up on YouTube, I think, in 2 hours. Yeah, I think that's the video. Or either that or it's the one at 6 p.m. tonight. One of the two videos. Really cool fight. I'm pretty sure it's the one that comes out in 2 hours, though. I definitely recommend it. It's really cool. I think it's called MaddCow Plays Hunter Mode 1 or something like that. I don't know. Whatever comes out in 2 hours. Check it out. Once again, don't forget there will be a raffle. The raffle is going to be in 5 hours for a Season 2 PC pass. So if you haven't bought the Season 2 pass, or if you want to win it and give it away or sell it, whatever you want to do, stick around. There will be a raffle in my Twitch channel for that very shortly. So this is actually a very hard arena for the hunters. Not many high ground areas. You could probably stuff 2 hunters up here and kind of use the balcony to kind of prevent, but they're doing a really good job. Out here is not too much better. There's a little area over here, a little over here, but this is a very strong behemoth area just because there's not a lot of high ground. It'd be very interesting to see him tongue grab. There we go. Yeah, tongue grab the body and pull it to a position. Now this is where you want to be doing a lot of damage. I like that they're all staying back a little bit, but they're not putting pressure on the monster. Right now they should be absolutely punishing her. I don't know why I keep calling monsters her. Absolutely punishing the monster to go ahead and right now, because right now you're just wasting out the timer on this guy. And here comes Laz is spotted. Laz goes invisible. I like that. That forces the monster to come back. So just punish. Use the flamethrower. Do a lot of damage. Try and start shooting, even if it was with just the minigun. That's exactly what you want to do. And it does look like Laz is spotted, and it looks like the Laz is going to be out of here. So it does look like that the body will decompose, and Laz goes down once again. I definitely feel like that was a little bit better and that you didn't go there right away to res, but at the same time, I don't feel you're putting enough pressure on as a hunter team to go ahead and get the team to go ahead and punish. So the assault is about to go down, so assault goes down, just down to the trapper, probably going to walk away with probably maybe a quarter of a bar damage left that the hunters are going to do before getting the win. So good job on the behemoth, but the hunters just kind of needed to use and respect the high ground a bit more, and then just be punishing the monster for body camping. GG.
Yep, GG guys.
I'm pretty sure the bird can't hear it though.
Okay, we'll get one more round with Karma as a monster after this debrief. So really good job with Behemoth. That first dome was actually not a good Behemoth dome. The second one was. The first dome, there were a couple of high grounds that I would have liked to see you guys spread out. Use the high ground a lot more. Behemoth really struggles from hunters that are positionally high and separated from each other so that the AoE damage can't do it, because the only way he can get them is by tongue grabbing, and because of the angles, a lot of times those tongue grabs are going to to miss, because you can just step back once you know that the monster is going to try and do something towards you. And so if the monster climbs, then you just jetpack away and then go to a different perch, things like that. So just be very, very careful with that. Try and always use the high ground. Behemoth really struggles against high ground bunny hoppers. That being the case, the first one, I think that Laz was a little too eager to try and get the res. I think it exposed him a little too early, and that's what caused you to go down. The second one, you waited a while, but at the same time, the hunters weren't punishing the monster for body camping, just because he was kind of hiding in the back area, so he didn't really have much reason to go out, which means you guys weren't able to do a lot of damage. Usually with Laz, I think a lot of people try and go too early for the res, and it reveals them. And so what I usually do with Laz is I look at it this way and say, you know what, if the monster is going to body camp for 30 to 45 seconds, and that's 30 to 45 seconds of damage that you guys are doing to the monster without, you know, too much of an effort to do so, that's worth, even if the person dies, that's absolutely worth it, instead of having Laz come out, because once Laz is down, or the assault, it's very, very, very hard for a Laz team to be able to go ahead and make headway with that. So just be careful with that.